Hello everyone, there's kebbe for you. So I started with 4 cups of fine burgul and soaked it with 6 cups of water, waited on it for about 6 hours. Then chopped the meat by hand and I cooked the meat in butter, or you could use any shortening, on the stove, and I covered it until it was done. And so when it was done, I uncovered it and just to make the water dry out. And then I added the seasonings to it. The seasonings I added were salt, black pepper, allspice, and a little bit of nutmeg. While waiting for the meat to get done, I chopped 4 heads of onions, diced them really fine. And then I added the seasonings to the meat. Then I added the onions and cooked the onions with the meat until they were done. Now the stuffing is, when the stuffing is done, I start working on the burgul, which is gonna make the shell for the kebbe balls. So I chopped a head of onions and I put it in the food processor to mince. Needs to be really fine, or you can grate it, and then added it to the soaked burgul. Then I chopped the beef, so I had the lean steak that I chopped, and I also added to the food processor just to mince it and make it really fine lean beef, and mixed all of that with the burgul really good, and I added the seasonings to it. So the seasonings I used were rosemary, marjerom, cumin, salt, and black pepper. So I mix it really well. And I usually make sure that the meat, the minced meat, and the burgul are about the same amount when I mix them. It's better when you fry it. You don't need to add flour to it. If the meat was less, then you probably need to add flour to make those kebbe balls. there it is done. The stuffing is done as well as the shell. So I think I'm gonna start working with it to make the balls and fry it. And sometimes I freeze it. So I just put it in a pan on wax paper, freeze it for 20 minutes, then take it out and put it in a plastic bag. To create the kebbe ball, take a golf-size ball of the dough and work it between your hands and shape it to make it look like a football, like so. So I added this video to as a close-up to how I core and make the kebbe balls. I hope it's more clear than the previous one. I apologize for large size gloves. That's the only thing I found in the store 3 weeks ago. With the quarantine, I'm avoiding to go to any stores. But yeah, they're uncomfortable, but they do the job, I guess. So hopefully that works for you. Please see the detailed recipe below the video. So I left them in the freezer for about 20 minutes. Now they're hard and I can easily move them. There they are on the way to the freezer. They're individually frozen. I fry them in canola oil until they're golden brown. وصحتين وعافية. Enjoy.